Almost.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the WTV Live Network. We got a top 3 showdown here at Omaha Westside High School. The number 2 ranked Westside Warriors and the number 3 ranked Lincoln Southwest Silver Hawks. A little bit of a mouthful of a school to say, but we're going to get it done tonight. Lincoln Southwest versus Westside, 2 top 3 teams, as I just mentioned. Some phenomenal players on both sides. We're expecting a good one, Hunter.
Yeah, it should be a real good one. Number 1 on the line tonight. We don't know if you know it, but Papio South yesterday lost in a sweep against Millard West. So this is basically a battle for the number 1 spot. Both teams are real good on the season. We'll start here with Westside. Coming into this game at 9-1, won their game on Tuesday in a sweep against the defending runner-up Papio La Vista Monarchs. It's going to be Ashlyn Paymall's day today. The Creighton commit, already with 69 kills on the year, but she'll have to put her best up tonight against the Silverhawks. But also it'll be Mackenzie Wingett and just a lot of those killers. Madeline Lamb, Sky Miller, all with 45-plus kills. Peyton Meyer, the Swiss Army knife. She's the main setter. She's a talented commit. She can also get it done. Westside, like I said, 9-1 coming into this game. Only losses to Papio South, who was the number 1 seed who lost in the Bell West tournament. But it'll be a good path for number 1 tonight. Lincoln Southwest, also a good team. Shelby Harding, Taylor Schuster, both killers under 6 foot, both outside hitters. Olivia Crimer, all great. They are the defending state champions. Won it in 2023 in a sweep over Papio. They are 3-0 on the season. They haven't gotten much experience as Westside has, but they are the first team to win a state title from Lincoln since 1998 and are ranked right now number 3 in Class A.
The battle for number 1 is right, Hunter. Papio South goes down, meaning the wide open number 1 slot is available for both of these teams. The winner of this matchup will be ranked number 1 in the state. An important note, Lincoln Southwest is currently in first with 46 wildcard points in the wildcard standings, and Westside is number 2 at 45.9. 0.1 difference, so just a bit of a note there for you guys. So the winner will jump ahead of the other if Westside wins, and will continue to be number 1 along with the rankings and in the wildcard standings.
Yeah, I believe we couldn't find it out, but I believe this will be the first time Westside ever in the volleyball rankings will be ranked number 1 if they can win here tonight. Lincoln Southwest has been at the top with Papio South in the past 5 recent years, but have never gotten over the top until last year. But Westside, this, like we said earlier, it's one of their greatest shots to win a state championship this season.
Never won one.
They've never won one. I do not believe they've been ranked number 1 either in the state, and they got to win it here tonight and get a good win on their resume.
We are going to take a break here and hand it over to a PA announcer for the starting lineups. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. Hunter Velopek alongside me. I'm the voice of the Westside Athletics, Zach Kastrick, and we are just a few seconds away from first serve at Jim Tangdahl Court here at Westside High School. Number 2, Westside. Number 3, Lincoln Southwest. The Warriors versus the Silverhawks. A battle for the number 1 ranking in the state. Hunter, what do we got to look for tonight?
Well, right now for Westside, it's going to be, for them to win, it's going to need to be a paintball party here. She's going to need to get to the outside. She's going to need a good amount of cross-court kills. She's going to need a good amount of them to beat the Southwest Silverhawks here today. But if she can't get it going, Westside's got a lot more depth than you think. Mackenzie Winget, Madeline Lamb, and a couple others. Miller there, Liv Adavati, Peyton Meyer to set. They will be good tonight. If they can all be on their A game, they'll win. But Southwest got some players too. Shelby Harding was 4th on the team in kills last year with over 220. Olivia Kreimer, defensive specialist. Taylor Schuster and Olivia Gustafson, also great outside hitters and great defensive specialists. You'll have to be looking out for those players for the Silverhawks tonight. But overall, it's a pretty evenly good matchup game, and it'll be a good one here. Westside Southwest for number 1.
Start things off in today's match will be Shelby Harding, who already has 5 aces in just 3 games for the Silverhawks. That one's caught by Paymau. Set for Oddbody on the right side, off the block and down. Westside starts with the lead.
That's what Westside needs to do so well. They need to return the serves. They got to keep control of the serves, and they got to get it to one of those outside hitters, find the opening, smash it down, get points on the board.
Now back to serve will be Jane Kubat, the libero wearing white today. Strong serve clips the top of the net. Set far side for Gustafson, and it's going to land out of bounds. 2-0 Warriors.
Also for Westside, they need to get out to a big lead early. Southwest can come back from behind real well, so they need to get ahead and get ahead fast.
The serve by Kubat. Received. Set on the outside. That one's for Bellamy. Once again, out of bounds. The Westside starts with a 3-0 lead.
Southwest, I didn't mention it in the pregame. They've only lost 2 sets this year, both to Miller North. They have swept Kearney and Norfolk and won in 5 sets against Miller North this season at 3-0.
Kubat's serve lands just out of bounds. Lincoln Southwest gets their first point via service error. And back to serve will be Olivia Kremer for the Skyhawks. She's also in white. Floating serve into the back and out of bounds. Back-to-back service errors, 1 for both teams.
I think for both teams to win tonight, they just need to limit their errors as much as they can, rather it being on the serve or returning it.
Served by Meyer, kept up by Kremer. Now tapped over by Gustafson. Set by Meyer off one leg, blocked. Here come the Skyhawks. In the middle, missed, but tapped over. And that one's gonna land out of bounds. Looked like it might have clipped the line, but that would be just too far for Madeline Lamb.
It's a first good rally here. Great job by the Silverhawks to keep control of it and put the pressure in the Westside's court, and it worked out for them.
The serve by Bellamy for the Silverhawks. Miller, Meyer, in the middle for Winget, and it goes long. Lincoln Southwest within 1. Piper Bellamy on the service line. Kubat digs it. Meyer in the front, sets it. There's Paymau off the top of the net, but it gets down. Ashlyn Paymau with her first kill in tonight's contest.
Paymau's going to be out there tonight getting all those kills. A little bit of a funky one there off the top of the net, but I mean, whatever works for Westside, it will do.
The serve by Lamb, very line drive, caught in the back. That one will be over to the middle for Schuster, but it's blocked straight back down. Westside once again by 3. Madeline Lamb was part of last year's team. Her sister, Isabella Lamb, just graduated last year. Her serve kept and set for Schuster. Off the block, Miller throws it over. Good dig by Lamb, but it's going to go up into the bleachers. The Skyhawks, Silverhawks take the point.
Good effort there by Paymal. And I believe it was Miller too, but good effort, just couldn't get good control. And a great job by the Silverhawks to get points on the board.
Riggins with the serve. Meyer will set for Paymal. Far side, straight in the center of the court. Ashlyn Paymal with her second kill of the game.
If you're a Creighton volleyball fan, this is exactly what you want to see. A perfect kill there right in the middle of the floor. She will be a force to be reckoned with in the coming years for the Creighton Blue Jays.
The serve by Winget. Line drive, caught in the back. Hit over and blocked straight back down. Ashlyn Paymal stands a brick wall.
You know what's good about being 6'2"? You can kill, but you can also block. A beautiful rejection there by Paymal. And 4-point lead for Westside.
Winget, another serve for her. Once again, a line drive, chasing over and keeping it up, but a free ball comes for Westside. Meyer, perfect set for Paymal. Cross court, lands inbounds.
Paymal is distributing it all over the floor, and that's thanks to her setter, Peyton Meyer, who is giving her clean sets. She tore her ACL last year, but is coming back stronger and forever for her senior season.
Paymal come into this matchup with 150 assists as Winget goes long on her serve. Ashlyn Paymal had 69 kills coming into tonight, and Peyton Meyer, her setter, up to 150-ish assists on the year. Miller with the dig, Meyer with the set to Paymal. Little behind her, but it's going to go off the dig and out. Westside first to 10. They're double. The Silverhawks score.
It's good to get out to a lead early, especially getting up to 10, that double digits, putting the pressure on the Silverhawks early.
6'2" Creighton commit, Ashlyn Paymal back to serve. Back right serve, set for Hardin, and Harding goes long. The Silverhawks are struggling to keep it in the court of play as of right now.
Mistakes are going to be a big part of today's game, and right now the Silverhawks are just hitting it just a tad too long, and that's what's hurting them.
And a miscommunication there gives Ashlyn Paymal an ace.
Ashlyn Paymal has been a force to be reckoned with so far. Blocks, spikes, and aces today.
That's going to be a timeout called by Jessica Kirkendall of Lincoln Southwest. That'll also throw us to a timeout here on the WTV Live Network. You're listening to Westside Volleyball. Warriors 12, Silverhawks 5. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. The star of the show to start things off, Ashlyn Paymal.
Paymal, 4 kills, 1 block, 1 ace early in this game, accounting for 6 Westside points.
Meyer with the set. Odd body types it over, gets it right back. Meyer set for Miller. Back center. It's good.
It's not just Ashlyn Paymal. Peyton Meyer and the entire Westside team does a great job distributing it around the floor. That time, Sky Miller, beautiful cross-court kill right in the middle, and a beautiful job by Westside out up to
Paymal serve gets right back to the Westside side. Meyer sets back row for Paymal. Good dig. Miller tosses it back over. Setting things up, but we're going to get a dink shot over the net for a Silverhawks point.
Now what the Silverhawks need to do is they just need to get that momentum back. Down by 7, that's a lot of points in volleyball terms. They need to get 1 point after another, get on a little run here.
Ellie Ekman with the serve. Meyer a dink shot, but it goes out of bounds. Back-to-back points for the Silverhawks. Ekman with her team trailing by 6 with the serve. Kubat, back row dig. Meyer with the set for Paymal. Straight back center, good dig by the Silverhawks. Tapped over, a joust at the net. Results in 3 straight points for Lincoln Southwest.
Right now, Southwest is doing a good job of digging out Paymal's kills. It's just they need to do that and to the other Westside players.
Ekman looking for her 4th ace on the year, but instead it'll go down for a service error, and Westside gets a point and the serve. It'll be Sky Miller with the serve. Serve, straight back center, dig off the mark. It'll go for Bellamy. A good dig attempt by Kubat, but it'll go down as a kill for Piper Bellamy.
Bellamy put it perfectly in the back middle court right there. Nobody was there, and it was Kubat who was the closest, just couldn't get the one-arm dig.
Harding with the serve. Kubat, good dig straight to Meyer. Now odd body right side. Once again, good dig by Harding. Set up for Bellamy off the top of the net. Paymal tosses it up. Lamb throws it over. Harding with a dig. Tossed over for Gustafson, and it's blocked down for a Sky Silverhawk point.
Silverhawks getting into a rhythm. I said this earlier. They need to dig out those spikes, and they are doing a great job just to get the momentum. Westside doesn't know what to do.
Miller with a high IQ play, letting that one go out of bounds, and the 2nd or 3rd service error on the Silverhawks. Kubat, back to serve. Back row, kept up. Set for the Silverhawks, but it's going to go out of bounds on Emily Yocum. 6-point lead for the Warriors. Kubat barely gets over the net. Good dig. Gustafson, and it gets down. Lamb can't get her hand under it. Back to serve for the Silverhawks, Olivia Kremer. Her serve, good dig by Paymal. Meyer underhand set for Lamb. Off the top of the block, Doug. Up at the net, the joust. Gets back to the Silverhawks side. Now Harding goes out of bounds. Point Warriors.
Southwest had just been shooting a little bit too far. Over 10 points knocked out of bounds over the backside. It's a good discipline here by Westside just to let it go, not go attempt anything at it. Meyer going to try to go for an ace.
Meyer serve, kept up, tapped over by Schuster. Here come the Warriors. There's Lamb. Good quick reaction by Ekman, but it's going to give Westside the point.
Madeline Lamb, that 2nd or 3rd option you want here for Westside on the outside hitter. Good one right at the libero, just a little bit of miscommunication on the Lincoln Southwest end.
Kept up, tapped over, good dig by Kubat. Meyer races over to set. Lamb off the block, out of bounds. Westside to 19, Silverhawks 11.
Westside getting into a little rhythm here with Meyer at serving, get it over, and once they get it back, Meyer gets a perfect set, and it's going to be rather Paymal, Lamb, Winjet.
Meyer serve, and it's going to be a service ace. 2011 Warriors.
We saw in that Omaha North game, Peyton Meyer, I believe, 4, 5, maybe even 6 aces on that game. Knows where to put it, kind of goes after that libero there in the middle.
The serve, and that one goes out of bounds. 1 ace, 1 service error for Peyton Meyer.
that ended a 5-0 scoring, a 4-0 scoring run right there for Westside. Lincoln Southwest down but not out in this first set.
Bellamy with the serve. Paymal. Now Winget straight down center court.
Perfect right in the middle floor right there from Mackenzie Winget. And Westside 9-point lead here in set one, setting the momentum early.
Served by Lamb, kept up by the Silverhawks. Set over, good backwards set over the net for the Silverhawks. Cuts their lead to 8. (21-13). Back to serve, Silverhawks. Meyer with a set for Paymal, right side, cross court, kept up. Free ball, here comes Westside. Kubat, Meyer, Paymal. Tapped off the block and out of bounds. Westside 3 points away from taking the first set.
Another great cross-court kill by Paymal. It's her specialty as Lincoln Southwest calls it their second timeout of the set, their last one. And right now they just really can't find anything to do for those Paymal spikes. And Westside up early in 9, and like you said, 3 points away from winning set one. And set one is a very pivotal set, sets the tone early for a game.
That's exactly what happened the other night, Hunter, when Westside played the defending runner-up of 2023, Papio La Vista. They won the first set in quite dominant fashion, and it allowed them to come back in set number 2 where they trailed by as much as 7, came back late in set number 2, and kept the lead in a close set number 3 to come out with a sweep over the unranked Monarchs. But this Silverhawk team is much different than that team, number 3 in the state.
Yeah, this is, other than Papio South, this is probably the best team they've played in a very long time. They have been real dominant here today in at least set one, setting the tone early and hopefully getting a set one victory here and put them up on top early.
Winget with the serve, dug out of the floorboards, cross court, kept up by Meyer, up at the net, a joust. Goes to the Skyhawk side, another one. Kept up by Harding. Now tapped over, it flies out of bounds for the Silverhawks. Shelby Harding just couldn't control it enough. Westside 2 points away. Winget looks to make it 1.
Shelby Harding's that main outside hitter for Lincoln Southwest. She's only 5'8". She is not 6 feet, a giant like Paymal.
The fight at the net results in the Westside possession. Oddbody in the middle, off the top of the net. Here comes set point Warriors.
Set point number 1 for Westside, and another great set by Meyer there, perfectly placed in the middle of the floor for Oddbody to smash down in middle floor. Set point Westside.
Crowd comes alive. Winget with the serve, up at the net, tapped over by Miller, and it gives Westside a set 1 win over the number 3 team in the state, Lincoln Southwest. Westside takes the first one by 12 points, 25-13. That was quite dominant. Maybe not what we expected in this first set, Hunter.
No, Westside got out hot early. They got up 3-0. It did get us, the closest it was available was to 6-3 or 7-4, 6-4. But then Westside immediately got back to the outside. Paymal, Miller, and a bunch of others got a lot of spikes, a lot of kills. Meyer, great sets, and Westside, an early dominant set 1 to begin the game. And right now, if you're the Silverhawks here, forget about that first set. Go back into set 2. And play your game.
Now a fun little event here at the end of set 1. Westside Dance Marathon is collecting cash for the Children's Hospital here in Omaha, something that they do every year. It's a great cause. If you're listening and you would like to donate, go to Westside dancemarathon.com and donate on that link there. It's a great cause. We're going to take a quick break here. We'll have set number 2 when we come back here on the WTV Live Network. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. Zach Kastrick, Hunter Valapek along for the ride with all of you. Westside took set number 1, 25-13. Quite a dominant set 1 win for the Warriors over the number 3 team in the state, and they look to do it again here in set number 2.
Yeah, Westside, 25-13 win, got out hot, got out early. Paymall, it was a Paymall party in the first set. The Creighton commit, definitely about 8, maybe 9 kills on that set. Peyton Meyer, definitely over 15 assists, and a great first set for Westside if they want to get this game done. Maybe in a sweep, maybe not. But right now, if you're Westside, keep this momentum going. Talented commit Peyton Meyer. She has been on fire. Get it to the Creighton commit Paymall, or even Winjet, or Odd Body.
Kubat with the serve. Close side for Lincoln Southwest. Point, Silverhawks.
And our Silverhawks want to get out early for this one.
Kremer back to serve as the Silverhawks start set number 2 with the lead. Her serve hits the net, bounces down. Westside with a tie, now at 1.
With that, it's now tied, but with that first point to Southwest, that was their first lead of the game so far. Westside entirely controlled set 1 there.
Silverhawks set it up for Schuster, but a joust at the net results in too many touches and a Warrior point.
All Westside needs to probably do here in set 2 is control the pace. Southwest was a little bit antsy in that first set, overshooting a lot of perfectly good opportunities.
Meyer tapped over by the Silverhawks, and Susie Riggins ties it up at 2.
And Riggins there just found the open spot, put a nice little love tap on it right in front of Miller, and tying this up at 2 early in set 2.
The serve by Bellamy. Meyer with a set to Winget in the middle, lands on the far right side line. Westside takes the lead.
Warriors are just going to keep dominating the net here. Paymall, Winget, Oddbody, Lamb, even Miller, all those girls can go up, get a good kill there, and even go and block.
The serve, and no can do for the Silverhawks. A poor set gives Westside the point.
I said in the first set, mistakes are going to be a key here. And Lincoln Southwest right now is making a bit more of them than Westside right now. And if they can keep those mistakes at a minimum like that, like a service error here or a service error there, it will be a good game between both of them.
Service error goes against Madeline Lamb. And running back to the service line for the Silverhawks is Susie Riggins. Jump serve straight to Miller. Now Meyer, Paymall right side, off the block and inbounds. Ashlyn Paymal stuffed at the net, not something you see every day.
No, you don't. Paymal, powerful spike, but great blocking there by Shelby Harding. And that's going to probably sting for tomorrow.
Served by Riggins. Kubat takes it this time. Meyer chases for the set. Miller cross court, kept up. Tapped over, there's Harding. Meyer wins it in the middle. Back left, count it!
And now that was one of the best kills I've ever seen. Nobody within a couple of feet there just to knock it down. But Zach, may I add, it's a pretty good student section tonight for a top 3 matchup.
For volleyball, it is a decent-sized crowd. Unfortunately, Westside doesn't like to show out a whole lot for their volleyball team, even though they're winning against the number 3 team in the state. And now it's tied up here in set number 2, 5-5.
Yeah, if they left, they might want to come back. I saw the football team here a bit earlier. They just left a tad a bit ago, but Southwest going to keep this one close here early in set 2, still tied at 5.
Schuster's serve, kept up by Lamb. Meyer throws it back for Paymal. Kept up, good dig by Bellamy, and tapped over and inbounds for the Silverhawks. Their second lead of the night.
It's the setter there, Ekman, who got hold of that one. A little bit of a backwards tap over the net. And the Silverhawks, their second lead of the game.
The serve by the Silverhawks. Lamb keeps it up in the middle. Meyer with a set to Paymal, dinked over. Kept alive, throwing it back is Harding. Lamb, Meyer middle for Oddbody. Count it! Tied back up at 6.
And with Westside, with multiple outside hitters, you do not know where they're going to go. They can do they can do their best thing and go from Meyer to Paymal. But Meyer can also do a little fake out, go to Oddbody, go to Winjet, go to Miller.
That one's hit over. Good, strong kill attempt, but it's blocked back to the floor, courtesy of the Westside wall.
Sky Miller, another great blocker. Got up, got down, denying the threat from Lincoln Southwest, getting Westside back on top.
Service ace, Ashlyn Paymal.
Second ace of the day for Paymal.
And a 2-point lead for the Westside Warriors. Paymal gets a sign from Coach Worley. And the serve. Back right center, kept up. Now Westside's chance. Far side, Miller taps it over. Now here come the Skyhawks. Thrown to the back, way too long for Emily Yoakum.
And now this is Westside's biggest lead of the set so far. Only 3 points for both teams. And if Westside can keep this momentum here.
And that is how you lose momentum, Hunter. Service air, Ashlyn Paymal.
They lost another 4-0 run there, but just gotta bounce back from those service error mistakes on both sides of the court tonight.
Serve by the Silverhawks. Now Miller, a powerful spike, sends it back where it came from. 3-point lead, Warriors.
Westside once again back to Westside, first one to reach double digits once again. 10, 20, 25 points. Those are the 3 points you want to reach first in volleyball.
Miller with the serve, kept up by the Silverhawks. Far side for Harding, off the block and down. Live Oddbody, Peyton Meyer, give him credit up front.
Westside's blocking game has also been on point today, and it's been a bit of everyone there. Setter Meyer, Oddbody, Paymal, Miller there. They've all been in and around the floor.
Harding, far side, straight to Miller, kept up, joust at the net, goes down, and the Westside Warriors can't keep it up. Cuts their lead to 3.
Back in the game for the Silverhawks, number 10, number 6,
Harding, top killer on this Silverhawk team. Kubat with the dig. Meyer with the set for Oddbody. Can it get down? Yes, it can. Point, Westside.
in the first set, Silverhawks did one of their key things that they did pretty well was digging out those spikes from Paymal, Miller. They are having a hard time doing it in this one.
Kubat with the serve. That one will be set up for Riggins. Tossed over. Now thrown back by Winget. Lands inbounds. Mackenzie Winget. Give her some more totals to her kill total. Kubat with the serve, kept up in the back, up at the net. Poor set. Can it get back over the net? And it can't. Westside will take the lead by 6 now.
Biggest lead of the set right now for Westside. Lincoln Southwest just making a tad bit more mistakes, and it is benefiting Westside right now, especially on those ones where they just hit it a tad too far or they hit it too many times.
Straight down the middle and gets down for the Silverhawks and Yoakum. Now serving Olivia Kremer in white for the Silverhawks.
The Silverhawks can't come back. They're only down 5 right now, but they need to get points quick and fast.
Kubat to Meyer to Winget in the middle. Off the blocking, gets home. Westside by 6. Townsend, commit, Peyton Meyer on the service line. Floating serve almost gets down, but instead it's kept up. Tapping it over is the Silverhawks and Griffin. Now Paymo dinks it over, keeps it alive. Far side for Gustafson, and it lands out of bounds. West side now up by a significant amount, but we're going to get a tip call from the up top referee. Cuts the lead to 5.
Just a tad over by Gustafson, but apparently it is a tip. Southwest getting a lucky break there, cutting the lead to 5, 15-10. Westside 10 points away from getting a decisive 2-0 lead.
The serve by Bellamy. Good dig by Miller, getting down on her knees. Now Paymal, a fireball down the line. Count it.
Down the line, baseball terms. That's a fair ball right there, putting it perfectly on the near line. And Paymal does what she does best. Count another kill in the record book.
Lamb with the serve, dug out. Now far side for Gustafson. Hit right back. It's going to be Gustafson again. Nearly got blocked, and Miller can't get home for the dig. West Side's lead down to 5.
Paymal was there again for another block. If you have someone like her out there who's 6'2", she is a wall in herself, but add somebody like Mackenzie Winget, Peyton Meyer, Sky Miller, you get a double blocked wall that almost nobody can get.
And sent right back where it came from via Shelby Harding. And Westside's lead creeps down to 4.
And that's the best thing you want to see as a volleyball player that Harding got. A floating ball right there for the taking. Smashed it right where nobody was, and Winget couldn't get there for the dig.
Meyer sets it for Winget, and it's going to get down. Westside point.
And Westside doing great things, stifling the Silverhawk momentum right now. Whenever they get back-to-back points or back-to-back-to-back points, they just need to get 1 point, and they still got 5 points to work with.
Winget with the serve. Now Harding far side, and it gets down. Back and forth we go in set number 2.
Yeah, right now, set 1, it was all Westside. And for a little bit right now, in this second set, it was all Westside. But in the early set and right now, it's been back and forth. And it's going to be those couple of short runs here which give them a win.
Paymal, cannon down the middle. 5-point lead for Westside.
That's a Paymal cannonball right there. Putting it right down to the wooden floorboards.
And there she is, back to serve for Westside. Kept up, now set for Harding, right side, and it's down the line and in. Back and forth, 4-point lead Westside.
Once again, another one down the line right there, perfectly placed right in the middle.
Student section didn't like that call. It was definitely close.
And they got a good view of that line too.
Meyer with a set. Miller taps it over. Kept up. Now down cross court. Up off the ceiling. Joust at the center. And it's going to be thrown back over by Miller. Down. Odd body. Up top. Hit back. Pimo. Meyer. Close side. Miller. Blocked out of bounds. Point Westside.
And this crowd is getting into it, folks. Back and forth game it goes. And each point allows a cheer from either side, our Westside on our right and the Silverhawks on our left.
Miller back to serve, 6 points away from taking set number 2. Worley with a quick word for his libero, Jane Kubat. Will give the sign to Sky Miller for the serve. Strong serve, back right. Harding has to throw it over. Paymal, Meyer taps it over, and it gets down. Westside wins the race to 20, 5 points away.
And Meyer doing a little bit of what Lincoln Southwest been doing, a little fake shake, and gets a little bit of misdirection, and it works out in the favor of the Warriors 20-14.
Served by Miller, gets into the back. Good set. Harding gets blocked. Silverhawks again. This one thrown over and can't get down for Miller, and that's going to be a point for Eleanor Griffin and her Lincoln Southwest crew.
Now what Southwest needs to do here with Westside on the precipice of getting an early 2-0 lead, they need to block as much as they can, dig them out as much as they can, and just play the long game. It doesn't matter how long it takes. It just matters if they can get to 25 before Westside.
Joust at the net results in Meyer throwing it back to the Silverhawks side. That one for Gustafson, and no can do for Sky Miller on the dig. Westside's lead trickles down to 4.
And the Silverhawks right now putting it in the back of the court towards especially Sky Miller, who has not been able to dig any of them out.
Miller gets the dig there. Meyer back row set for Paymal. Silverhawks, Gustafson, cross court, off the net, and it gets down. 3-point lead for Westside, momentum building.
And now, yeah, you're right, momentum building here for the Silverhawks. It only takes a couple of points for these fans to get back right into it. And so Silverhawks have scored already more points than they did in the last set and are just
4 straight points for them this far. Lamb looks to end it, but instead it's going to be 5 straight for Lincoln Southwest.
Southwest in the mojo right now, and it's a little bit threatening for the Warriors as Coach Warhol calls timeout. 20-18 as Lincoln Southwest makes this from a 5-point game now down to a 2.
6 points in a row for Lincoln Southwest results in a Coach Worley timeout. Coach Worley not mad but stern with his players here in the huddle. Lincoln Southwest breaks early, so do the Warriors, and that was a quick, less than 20-second timeout.
Probably just a breather here from Coach Worley. But Westside is throwing as much as they can at the Silverhawks, but they throw back whatever Westside puts down, and right now the Warriors are a little bit befuddled.
Paymal, Meyer, Lamb, and it's down! Westside breaks the 6-in-a-row streak for the Silverhawks, lead back up to 3.
And that's a beautiful spike there by Madeline Lamb. It's exactly what Westside needed to stop that 6-0 run from the Silverhawks. And now, once more, 4 points away from victory.
Kubat dug out. It's going to be set. Down it goes. Widget with the slam back where it came from.
It was Winget and I believe it was Miller or Lamb who was right there though, but beautiful double block there.
Thrown back over by Gustafson. Kubat to Meyer in the middle for Winget. Dug out by the Silverhawks, and it's gonna go out of bounds is the line judges call. Westside only 3 scores away from taking set 2.
2 scores away, Zachary.
Oh, scoreboard was late to update. Even closer for the Warriors. Kubat with the serve. Dug up by Kramer. Set for Gustafson. And it's going to go off Sky Miller's hands and out of bounds. A lot of heat for the Warriors to handle coming from the left side of the court.
Yeah, what Lincoln Southwest has been doing so well is they've been able to get on that far side, that left side of the floor, and been able to distribute it evenly from the cross court even into the back.
Paymall with the dig. Meyer with the set to Winget off the top of the net. Good dig by Ekman. Now thrown back over, and it's going to get down. Olivia Gustafson cuts the Warriors' lead to 3.
And this one is going to come down to the wire. Southwest has climbed the mountain right now, and they have almost reached its peak of coming back here. But Westside 2 points away from victory, and once it gets a set point, it will be a battle.
Kremer with the serve. Lamb with the kill attempt. Gets down. Westside set point. Looking to make it a 2-0 lead.
If Westside can get this point here, 2-0 is a constricting lead for any volleyball team. No matter if it be a high school team or Nebraska, it can be anything.
Meyer with the serve. Dug up by the Silverhawks. Set, tossed over, out of bounds. Westside wins set number 2 by 5. 25-20 the score, and they have a commanding lead over the number 3 team in the state.
Westside, how do you do? We did not expect this. 2-0 lead right now. A commanding 25-13 win in the first set, and a bit closer 20-25 win in the second set. Westside 1 set away from probably being the number 1 team in Nebraska, Class A.
Number 1 team in Nebraska is still Scott Hunter. That's going to be a hard crown to take away. But we're here in Class A, so we look at the Class A rankings. Right now, before, like we mentioned at the top of the show, Papio La Vista South was 1. Westside was 2. The Silverhawks were 3. But on Tuesday night, Millard West swept the Papio South team. And now, this is 2 and 3. They're likely battling for 1. And it's almost a guarantee that Westside jumps over Papio South if they win tonight.
Yeah, it is basically almost a guarantee. Though Westside only lost this series to Papio South, they will be able to jump them and become the number 1 team in Class A. Scott, as you said, I believe they're still ranked, 30th in the nation, around that. But we don't care about Class B, we care about Class A, and whoever wins this matchup tonight, Westside up 2-0, will be number 1 in Class A over Papio South, who will probably drop to rather the 3 or the 4 spot.
We're going to take a break here on the WTV Live Network. I'm Zach Castor, Connor Valapek alongside me. We'll be right back with set number 3, potentially the final set on the WTV Live Network. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. Zach Kastrick, Hunter Valapek, along with the journey, the battle for number 1 in the state. Westside leads that battle 2-0 over the number 3 team in the state, Lincoln Southwest.
Yeah, it constricting first set, 25-13, and a beautiful first set of kills, blocks, and aces for Westside. Set 2 was a bit more challenging. Southwest kept it close almost the entire time, but Westside still came out the victors. And it's set 3 here. Westside, a potential sweep of the number 3 team in Class A.
Paymal with the dig, Meyer with the set as always. There's Lamb off the stick, so it's gonna go to the Silverhawks.
Silverhawks, this is just their 3rd lead of the entire game so far. They have not been constricted as bad as they have since the Miller North game.
Miller ducks out of the way of the Harding serve, and things are all knotted up at 1.
They raised over $300 in 1 minute. Now serving,
Kubat back on the service line for the Warriors. Back left serve, kept up, tossed over by Schuster. Meyer with a set for Lamb. Off the block, Kubat. Meyer, back row Paymal, rollover. Set for Gustafson, off the block and out of bounds. Silverhawks start up 2-1.
And if you're a Silverhawks here, this is a do or die set right now. Pull out all the stops as you can here. Get a little breathing room going into set 4 if possible. And at least have a set under your belt with the momentum. We saw it here in Nebraska. It was Nebraska-Creighton a couple nights ago. Nebraska got out 2-0 early. Creighton got it to 2-2, but Nebraska came out on top in that one as Westside gets the point there.
Serving is number 23, Peyton Meyer for the Warriors. Kept up, back row, chasing over for the set to Gustafson. Blocked straight back down. Winget and Paymal combine for the stop.
The 3rd block from Winget today. A beauty of a block right there to knock it down. Westside back up by 1 with Meyer to serve.
And that's going to be a service ace for the Townsend commit.
Pam Meyer, last time I was here, she got a bunch of aces in the game against Omaha North. Once more, she is back and building her set of cards once again.
Looking for second back-to-back service ace, can't get it. Instead, it's going to be a kill attempt, and it's going to get down for Eleanor Griffin.
And that Griffin just put it back there once more. Sky Miller, the targeted individual of those kills for the Southwest Silverhawks. And Miller's having a hard time getting the digs, doing her best.
Miller came into this match with 47 digs. Paymal goes cross court and it lands in bounds. Warriors by 2.
Another Paymal cannonball from the Creighton commit. It is a Paymal party once more in this 3rd set. Just as much of it was early in the first set. 5-3, the Warriors lead, looking to get a sweep over the Silverhawks and send them home to Lincoln unhappy.
Lamb with the serve, strong serve, back right. Set for Gustafson. Back row, Kubat with the dig. Paymal right side, goes down center court, and we're going to get a net violation, point Warriors. This is a similar storyline we've seen in both sets, this time in set number 3. Lamb, serve, back left, up at the net, thrown back down. Good dig by Kremer. Gustafson, good reaction from Lamb. Now Miller off the block and get it home. Sky Miller gives the Warriors a 4-point lead.
Whatever Sky Miller can't dig out, she is putting it to use on the blocks and on the kills. A beauty of one at that. Westside commanding 4-point lead.
Kremer, set tapped over. Meyer with her set to Paymal. Roll over to the front left side 5-point lead for the Westside Warriors now.
Another one for Paymall right there, sinking the battleship, putting multiple spikes on the floor. And right now, Westside command and control is the key to their game.
And that's a strong kill coming off the arm of Gustafson and cuts the Warrior lead to 4. Shout out to all that are listening over Thursday Night Football, by the way.
Yeah, you guys are great.
We love you.
We love you. We know you got fantasy doing, but we like it that you're watching this volleyball game more.
And that's why you're watching tonight's game, because of the Westside Warriors front row. That time it's Mackenzie Winget.
Honestly, pay top dollar. Don't go to the Nebraska football games. Come here and watch Ashlyn Paymall do her thing. And come for Meyer and Winget and the rest of the team as well.
Tossed over. Harding gets sent back. Liv Oddbody. And 4th block for Ashlyn Paymall of the night. Six-point lead for the number 2 team in the state. Winget, her serve goes long. Lead cut in half now, 2-5. 10-5, back to serve, Grace Linneman, and that's going to go long, and that's going to give an ace to the Silverhawks and cuts the lead to 4. Linneman's serve is in the net, and she gives her service ace right back to the Warriors.
Paymall back again to serve. She already has a couple aces on today, a couple blocks, and a bunch of kills today. Looking to get more on her stat line.
She sets there. This one for Miller. Rollover shot kept up. Free ball. Here comes the Warriors. Kubak can't get under it. And the Silverhawks within 4.
And that was just a great job by the Silverhawks there. Just kept it off the ground as long as they could. And Westside just could not respond. I believe it was rather Kubat or Miller who got the initial reception, but it could not be grabbed. As it looks like Paymall's going to take a little time on the bench here, and this could be a good chance right now for Lincoln Southwest to strike.
The serve by Ekman, dug by Lamb. Meyer runs for the set to Miller. Off the block, but it goes out of bounds. Westside back up by 5.
Forgot to mention earlier, Westside first team to reach 10 points. Right now up by 5. And it has been control and commanding leads for Westside all throughout the game, especially getting to double digits first.
Meyer with the set to Oddbody. Keeping it alive is Lamb. Third hit, throws over. Kubat runs over, keeps it alive. Gone to Lamb. Back row kept up. Set for Harding. Off the block. Rolling around off the arms of Meyer. And Lincoln Southwest gets to 8. They still trail by 4. Checking in for the Silverhawks. Gustafson. Harding is the one to serve. Dug by Miller, but it's dug to the other side and out of bounds. Couple of points in a row for the Silverhawks.
Nice ace there by Harding, but Westside right now just going to try to control and play the game as slow and as patient as they can.
Lamb, good dig up off the ceiling, thrown over by Gustafson. Meyer, perfect set for Miller, blocked, pancake, and the up chair official is going to say the hand didn't get under it. Point Westside. Odd body comes out. Winget comes in.
Serving number 12, Goodbye.
Lincoln Southwest does not like the call, but It's hit the ground just before a pancake could get under it. 13-9, Westside.
Thrown over. Good dig by the Warriors. Goes down the line. Lamb gets the kill. And some unhappy officials, players, and coaches on Lincoln Southwest. We're going to get a captain going over and talking to the official. He shakes his head, no way.
And he's gonna call for the judges. I think they might try to see if that ball hit the stick there. And it is a good sign for Southwest if the officials come to talk. So we'll give it a sec here, but right now, if this score stands 14-9, Westside up. And it is going to still stay with Westside. Unhappy Hawk fans still, but the call has been made, and the green and white are down by 5. Set 3, 2-0 Westside.
Kremer throws it up. Kubai gets on her hands and knees to throw it down. Wins it in the back corner. Count it. Westside by 6.
You could not put it more perfectly placed than that by Winjit. Perfect placement in the back right corner. And that is how you get it. Bullseye in darts. Put it perfectly on the pylon in football, or put it right there in volleyball.
Set for Gustafson, and she hammers it down and cuts the Westside lead to 5.
Haven't we seen this familiar score before? 5-point Westside lead. It has been happening. It's been happening in occurrences all throughout the day, all throughout the night today, and well, Westside's just been able to get more points and keep the momentum.
Lamb with the dig and the kill attempt, but it's going to go out of bounds. Skyhawks within 4.
Silverhawks right now just gonna try to keep it going.
Kremer with the serve, dug by Lamb. Winjit right side off the block. This one for Lamb, kept up. Now up at the net and thrown back where it came from for Mackenzie Winjit. And Westside's gonna take the point, and it's gonna be flipped back to the Silverhawks.
I do not know why I got flipped back to the Silverhawks. Do you? You don't know, but Silverhawks get a call in their direction, and a lead now cut to 3, with Paymall still on the bench for the Warriors.
Winjit passes it over. Gustafson, right side, poor angle, can't get it over. Westside 16, Silverhawks 12.
That was almost a real nice shot there by Gustafson. Didn't get a good angle on it, but nearly had enough spin to get it over the top. 4-point lead for Westside, and more importantly, Paymall's back on the floor. Maybe a couple more kills in there.
And a service ace via Westside and Sky Miller.
And who else is it to get the ace but Peyton Meyer? Who else?
Looking for back-to-back aces. She steps up. This one dug out and set. Meyer with her dig. Kubat with the set. Lamb down the line. Count it. Westside up to 18.
18-12 Westside. Watch out, cameraman. Our cameraman down there on the left side of the floor nearly got nailed in the head. So great job to dodge there by our cameraman Hine. But beautiful set right there by not very good setter, and not good setter, but not the usual setter in Kubat.
Strong kill. That one gets down for the Silverhawks. Give credit to Emma Rink, a freshman here on the Silverhawk team, standing 6'1". The serve by Bellamry. Meyer with a set to Winjit. Kept up by Harden. Up at the net. Paymall slams it back. Westside by 6.
Paymall, a slap down of epic proportions. Silverhawks could not put it back up. 19-13, 6 points away from a potential sweep and a Westside victory.
Set in the middle for Rink off the block and down. Silverhawks staying alive. They need 11 points to win the set. Westside needs 6 in the race to 25.
Once more, Westside up by 5, 19-14, 2-0 for the Warriors. Westside keeping up the pressure.
Riggins with the serve. Paymall with a tap over. That's Harding. Kubat keeps it alive. Miller throws it back for Paymall, and she tosses it over with her right hand. Now a kill attempt off the block and out of bounds. Point Sky Silverhawks.
Silverhawks right now need to keep the momentum on. Now down 6 points. Even more do or die. You need to go all out all day. Keep the game alive.
And it's hard to stop Ashlyn Paymall, especially when she's on the right side. Give her another kill to the stat sheet.
Paymall cross-court cannonball kill, baby. And another one perfectly put on the 10-foot marker. 20-15 once more, 5 points away from a Westside victory.
Kremer with a dig. Now thrown over by Harding. Winget on her feet with the dig. Paymall shanks it off the side of her hand. Lead to 4. Still staying alive here in set 3. Lineman checks in, and she will serve. Lineman serve up into the net, and Meyer can't get her hand on it. The lead tiptoes to 3.
5 points in volleyball is a pretty big score to overcome. Westside still needs 5 of those points to sweep the Silverhawks here. Oh my!
What a play by Peyton Meyer. Fake, shake, and bake over the net. Westside by 4.
A little bit of a fake set. Perfect. Right in the middle of the floor. Nobody in the gym expects it. Peyton Meyer knows it. And the Townsend commit. Another great point.
And a service ace for the Westside Warriors. 22-17.
And another ace for Paymall as we have another timeout taken by the Silverhawks. 5 point once more for the Warriors. 3 points away from victory here in set 3 and a potential sweep of the number 3 Silverhawks. To be honest, Zach, I did not expect this level of dominance tonight. I knew that Silverhawks and Westside were going to be a good game. I just didn't know it was going to be this lopsided this early.
I completely agree with that, Hunter. I think most people that have been in the Nebraska high school volleyball scene know how good Lincoln Southwest is, especially coming off their state title just last year. But Westside showing how good they really are and taking it straight to the Silverhawks. And like we mentioned in the pregame show, if there's one of the years in recent memory other than the 2022 Westside team with some crazy amount of D1 commits, this might be the year. But Paymall throws that one long. And the Silverhawks still sticking around here in set 3.
Yeah. Still a 4 point lead and a good opportunity here to win. Right now, Silverhawks serve and just
Good
trying to
dig
get back.
by Kubat. Sets up Miller off the block and gets down. Westside 2 points away from victory.
And this student section chanting, "This one's over." Them and the parents can feel the momentum in the air as a future number 1 team being crowned tonight.
Silverhawks look to stay alive They have to win this set or they're going to walk back to Lincoln. Not walk back. They're going to take their bus, obviously, but they're going to take that long drive home in a quite sad fashion if they can't find a way to string together some points. Harding is trying to do that. Great dig by Kuba. Meyer with the set on her knees. Thrown back. Miller gets the kill. It's match point here at Westside.
Westside, another match point set and a potential sweep. Westside student section and parents on their feet. Southwest a bit defeated right now, trying not to go home. And as somebody who drove home from Lincoln on a defeat, it is not a good feeling, Zach.
One more point, looking to get it. Thrown up at the net, throwing over, and the Silverhawks stay alive. They need to get 4 straight points if they want to throw it to extra points here in the third set. Another match point for the Warriors. This one will start off an Olivia Kremer serve. Dug by Lamb. Meyer with the set in the middle for Winget. Off the block, kept alive. In the middle, Rink into the net. Westside wins 25-20. They sweep the number 3 team in the state, Lincoln Southwest. And come Monday morning, you're going to have a new number 1 team in the state of Nebraska. It'll be your Westside Warriors.
A big win here for the Warriors. 3-0 sweep, baby. Westside in dominant fashion, beating the number 3 Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks in a 3-0 sweep. 25-13 in the first set, 25-20 in the second, and 25-20 in the third. Paintball cannonballs were raining today on the hardwood. Winget, Miller, Meyer the setter, all of the girls were playing great tonight as they force the Silverhawks to drive home back to Lincoln in defeat, and Westside pulling out the victory in dominating fashion, 3-0 here at Jim Dangdahl Court.
We're going to step away for a quick second. We'll go chase down our player of the game. Stick with us to find out who it is. We will be right back on the WTV Live Network. WTV Live Network, I'm Zach Kastrick. I'm here with our player of the game, Ashlyn Paymal. Dominating win over the number 3 team in the state. What can you say about tonight's performance?
Yeah, we definitely all came together really easy this game, and there was a lot of opportunities for us to play together and work hard and score all the points that we needed to win this match or sweep them in this match.
And then you had tons of kills tonight, 5 or 6 blocks by our count, and a couple of aces to go along with your night. What can you say about your work ethic and why it leads to such great performances?
Obviously, I take every single practice seriously, and I'm out there working just as hard as everyone else, and I'm really getting good work in practice with the shots and the serving and everything like that, and it's really transitioning to the game.
And I don't know if you know, but Papio South lost last Tuesday, so come Monday morning, you guys will probably be the new number 1 team of the state.
Yep.
Does that matter to this team, or are you guys just going to keep working and kind of ignore that number next to your name?
We're really trying to just defend what we have going. We really want a lot of confidence going into the next couple of games. We play Papio South coming up in the next couple of weeks, so that's going to be a pretty good game, and I'm excited to see where this team goes the next couple of weeks.
And then going into those next couple of weeks, what do you guys have to do in practice to continue this momentum? Only a 1 loss so far on this season.
Yeah, for sure. We have to take practice very seriously and just work hard every single day, go in there planning to get better, and see how it takes us.
That's Ashlyn Paymal, our player of the game. I'm Zach Kastrick. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. We will see you next week for our next football broadcast. Have a good night.